So, income equality is a simple message. Just cut the rich out. If you have $1 billion, you have 90 too many $100 million. Nobody needs more than $100 million at today's dollar value. It just doesn't exist that somebody needs that. But how can you punish people that make money? With taxes is how you do it. Why is it a good thing? It depends how the money is spent. If the money is just given to people and put right back into the economy, like another stimulus package, then that's brilliant. That's actually really good for the country. I have debts that I know will be paid only if there is another stimulus package. And so I can't collect until, that big check day. Well, why not make it more regular and just a little bit easier to live poor? But that perspective doesn't win the day. Everybody seems to have voted for the first stimulus package that was amounted to hundreds of billions or trillions of leveraged money for big donors, for the donor class and the banks. The banks, anyway, I have a relative who works for a bank, and he's fine, right? It's not like I don't... I wish I was dead, actually. That's the problem. Is that these things are important to me, but expressing them is difficult. Because it's difficult to tell the world that we should go steal money through taxes, even if that makes sense. That's how liberals are seen by conservatives. They're a bunch of tax and spend lunatics. Well, it's not lunacy, but it's also not ever going to be that popular. It's always going to have an odor about it. Now, and you know why? You know what it is? Is that it starts from hate. It starts from resentment about money. And who gets to have resentment about money? Because everybody's on that pyramid and owns so much. I am steady and safe. So it makes me a very bizarre communicator to say, hey, we need to help people because they're not safe. We need to go out there and fix the homelessness problem, the joblessness problem, the COVID problem, honestly. But more than that, I hate my life. It looks to me like politics does not make me happy. Colors do make me happy, but it's childish to just make videos about colors over and over. But I'm a child inside. I just want beauty in my life, and there's so little of it. It's really hard to detect the beauty of this fan and its companion, this nasty thing. And yet, I dare not throw it away. That's also, it's hard to see beauty in a disorganized room full of junk. And that's the only place I live. I very seldom get to go into the world. And when I do, it's for infusions for multiple sclerosis. So it's not any fun. Or a drive-through. Yay. I want to be more of a computer gamer and more of a political activist. I want to teach the world Hanimal. I want to end internet censorship by creating an AI device that detects bad things. Actual bad things. And that's no small feat of intelligence. Because you need to be able to analyze things. Is there a naked human here? How young is the naked human? How innocent and harmless is this baby picture? How do you make AI hunt evil when you can't even hunt evil with natural intelligence? I mean, just everything's nettled with problems. Everything looks to me like a sticky, nasty situation. And so it's not, so I'm just like, now I can spin my sticky, nasty situation in a lasso and throw it out there and capture some kind of runt as it travels through my room of garbage, some kind of mouse that I've got, rats or cockroaches. And look at me, I'm weak. I'm no man. These are under my weight class. But the ones that are over my weight class, 12 kilograms, are way too heavy for me. So I just do this one instead of trying. Because trying just wears me out. And then I just complain on YouTube. But I want to post this video because these are real feelings and they come like this. Sometimes feelings and thoughts come up muddled and jankomic, just pre-fermentation jank, some bad jank that sends your nose to a landscape of hell. Sometimes thoughts don't make sense and jump from I want more income equality to I want to die. And when I say I want more income equality, that's what capitalism is for. That's one of the things that it does provide people if they work. But there needs to be socialist capitalism that watches the barriers and the outskirts and the fringes of a society. And if they get homeless, they bounce them back into a home. Like after prison, I got into this personal care home and it changed my life forever. And it made robots possible in my little world. It was awesome. I mean, at first it was terrible. I went to a rather fascist one, but then I got evicted and transferred here. Because I don't play with others very well. I throw water, I insult, I complain, I degrade. I have these problems that I know are problems that I don't know how to fix. And yet, what I really want to do is fix bigger problems. And when it comes to bigger problems, education seems to me to be one of the best approaches. But semantics can be educational. When I teach somebody about the N-word, I can do it with books that I can recommend them. And I can do it with philosophies that I can lay out the groundwork of and the opposite position of. So education includes breaking community guidelines in my mind. Because my mind is so twisted and knotted and corrupted into just crap. Crap where I don't have, where my privacy is bad videos. When I do a very bad video, I try not to make it as public. That's privacy to me. Everything else is publicity and a question of what we can do to get a message out there that changes the landscape socially. And then that all comes from numbers. I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take my medication and go to sleep. I hope I don't blog again tonight. I hope I don't wake up until like 5 weeks coma. A 5-week coma, just REM sleep and a good dream for 5 weeks. That's not too much to ask. Just, but no permanent damage. Just a 5... Put me in a robot that works out my arm muscles and my leg muscles while I'm in the coma. It seems like something we could develop. And then I could get away from being me. That's what the fursuit is. I'm not myself when I'm Brownie the Sevicorn. I'm just not. And that's what I want after years of learning to hate myself as I've created bad content, then run away from it. After all that time, I'm very good at hating myself. It's one of the few vlogger traits I've mastered. So have a good night and a good day, and thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Goodbye.